such a beautiful you. You're the master of the mausoleum. Look at me, barely at level 3. I am begging for a piece of gold. All the mice, all the terrible mice that you naturally attract to you. I wait with the trap and the bait, and they ain't biting in 1,000 years. I'm waiting on a mouse today. Any help will be just fine. I may not be a hero, babe, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Good morning, MouseHunt. Welcome. Feedback Friday today, November the 27th. How's everybody in the chat room doing today? How goes the hunt? I am in the labyrinth, trying to track down the last loot item I need to build a Minotaur key to finally try and track down the retired Minotaur and take some of his RRSP gold, potentially. Good morning in the chat. Everyone's saying good morning, hello, hello, or afternoon or evening, wherever in the world you happen to be watching. I was in the fungal cavern collecting nightshade. Good luck. You can also collect nightshade in the labyrinth as well from Zokor in the farming district. It's a good place to collect nightshade as well. Someone just missed a monstrous abomination mouse. That's a tough one. And someone's doing some treasure maps in the chat. Lots going on, lots of different goals going on throughout the kingdom, it seems. Well, today would have been, I think, a live painting with Jacob, but Jacob's off today, so you have me. We're going to go over a few little behind the scenes, give a preview of what we're working on, which is same as last week. A whole lot of Great Winter Hunt is what we're working on. A feedback question, actually two feedback questions for hunters in the chat, or if you're watching this recorded, I post a summary in the tavern section of the forum. You can reply there. And last but not least, a trivia question and Larry will have rewards. So the Great Winter Hunt, as mentioned last Feedback Fridays, is kind of what everyone's pretty well been working on. The entire team's been focused on getting the Great Winter Hunt ready to go for next month. And similarly, as mentioned in previous Feedback Fridays, this year's event will have a toboggan racing theme. So the majority of the work going on right now is going into the heads-up display. We've taken care of a lot of the functional stuff, and now we're kind of getting that strip along the top of the game, what we call the heads-up display, getting that working well. So you'll be able to see where you are and a rival that you're racing against currently are on the hill as you race downhill through various hazards and bonuses as well. So there's things like supply crates to find, or there's speed pads to get you going quicker, or there are moguls and trees, etc. So I have a few images as well. I've labeled these work in progress to not get anyone too excited about whether if this is going to what it's going to look like when it's complete. But it gives you a kind of a sense of the event. And I think last week shared something that looked a little similar, although the hill maybe looked like a giant white staircase and not like an actual slope. So you can kind of see there's hazards, there's bonuses. The bonuses are green, the hazards are red, although those will actually look like things that the artists have painted and not just red and green dots on the map. They'll look a little prettier than that. A question from the chat was, will there be any advantage to using the double diamond adventure trap? Nothing planned right now. We'll see if we can work in a little bit of a fun nod to the trap, because that was a toboggan themed trap that was released so long ago. Someone in the chat is just asking about some of the stats on there. This is a sort of a test environment version of the game, so it's just nothing too official, or this isn't anyone's inventory or anything like that. You can see in the top corner as well, the courses are named after various areas. This one I grabbed these screenshots from Whisker Woods, and it has a green square next to it, which at least in North America, that is the difficulty rating for ski hills. So we've sort of drawn some inspiration from that, and we've had green square, blue circle, Somehow I don't think that's right. No, it's green circle, blue square, black diamond, double black diamond, and the final is a terrain course, which is an orange rectangle, and that's things like half pipes and stuff like that, although we're taking it as a much more intense slope to be racing down on in your toboggan. There'll be more hazards than anywhere else. Looks great offline. Uh-oh. Should pop back online. I'll lower the quality a little bit to maybe help the internet along a little bit. Maybe somebody else in the office just decided to upload something very large, which would affect me a little bit. So I'll drop it down. Drop down the quality a little bit. Looks live now. All right, hello, welcome back. Question from the chat, wasn't it art today? Jacob's off today, so you have me and I'll be doing a little preview of what we're working on. A feedback question and trivia as well. So now each time you complete one of these courses, you will earn items that you can use to upgrade your toboggan. You can increase its speed, its power, its so in this screenshot, I am on the Whisker Woods course, so you would get bonus items that are appropriate to the Whisker Woods that'll help you out there. This isn't going well. This quality is not good. Let's take the quality down a little further. Try dropping down the quality more. Apparently our upload is just non-existent today. I'm back, yay. Well, someone was asking about how the rival works, and it's just kind of explained it a little bit there, where you're racing against that mouse. It's on its own toboggan as well, so it's going down the hill. It has certain upgrades as well, and so if you beat that rival mouse to the bottom of the hill, you get bonus rewards for doing the course as well. But no matter what, you always earn some items to upgrade your toboggan. So if you don't beat the rival down the hill, you do get things that you can use to upgrade your toboggan for a rematch, and hopefully those upgrades will push you over the edge. Or you could go down to a slightly easier course, get some more toboggan parts, upgrade it, and then try one of the harder courses again. The other thing we've been working on, which is related to the Great Winter Hunt, is the mobile app as well, which is actually finished. We've submitted the heads-up display for the Great Winter Hunt for mobile. We submitted that to Apple for review for iOS, because takes usually about a few little details that the browser might end up having that mobile doesn't. But it's really important to us to try and get it done and submitted so that if we do have a delay, we have time to take that into account and fix it to hopefully still get the update on time. Unlike Halloween, where we had a whole lot of problems, and despite leaving 3 weeks, or it was at least 2 weeks, I think, ahead of the event, it ended up not making it in time. So from the mobile app, you'll be able to do all the basic functions. Like here's a screenshot of choosing a toboggan course to race down, and here you can get an idea of all the different themes of courses. There's Narnia, Whisker Woods, Burrows, Feroma. Right at the bottom, you can see the Tribal Isles, and that's a black diamond. And as you go down, those higher level areas are also harder and more challenging toboggan hills to go down as well. It includes almost all the areas. We've sort of grouped them a little bit by adventure, I think is a little bit more of an accurate way to group them, but geographically it kind of made more sense to name them after the areas. And here is a screenshot of what it'll look like while you're actually racing. So you can see where you and your rival are, your current speed, the hazards that are ahead of you on the course. You can change cheese and stuff like that. And each course will look a little bit different, and it'll be a little more, they'll have different levels of challenge and different things on them. There'll be a whole variety of courses to race down, and each one will have different rewards based on the course that you picked. So if you really like the Sunken City or Hollow Heights or Burrows, Whisker Woods, you can pick that course to earn rewards that are appropriate for that area. We drew some of the way the rewards work. We drew some inspiration from the birthday cupcake order event. You'll notice it kind of mechanically or functionally how that worked is similar. You sort of choose the cupcake order you want to ship. They had a theme associated with that order, and the items that you got as a reward for shipping that order were related to the theme of the cupcake order you shipped. So we kind of have something that has a similar feel here, where the theme of the course you go down determines the theme of the rewards you earned as well. And someone did correctly guess in the chat there, that is the Hollow Heights course, and I had a little chuckle when I opened up that file. Jacob drew that, and it was funny to see a toboggan course, a downhill slope that is actually a maze. And it looks kind of neat while you're going down it, because the little dots on the map follow the maze. It's like they're trying to find your way out of that labyrinth, so it's pretty neat. There's some other cool looking ones as well, but those ones will be a surprise when you get the app going and open it up. The starting point, it will be, there's a question from the chat about where the event will start. Next month when the event arrives, it'll be sometime in December, a little bit closer to the middle probably. You'll be able to go to an event location. I'm not quite sure what we're going to name it yet. We'll see. It might just be the Toboggan Challenge or something like that. And it'll be where the event locations usually are. It's in Narnia, where the vacant lot was after Halloween, where the haunted territories were during Halloween. Colin from the chat, was that labyrinth course looks like a crash waiting to happen. You're going to need a very well handling on that, or some good handling on your toboggan there to go take those sharp turns and corners in the labyrinth probably. So it brings us to the feedback question, events, or a theme of some questions about events. And a bit of a curiosity of hunters in the chat, or if you're watching this recorded, you can reply in the summary thread in the tavern. Do you enjoy events, or, for lack of a better word, permanent content? More, equally, less so? Sort of, what do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy doing the events, or working on the areas that are kind of added to the game that aren't an event?